My mic isn't going to explode this time. Calling you. I'm calling you. We're just waiting on this one, and then we can get started. Could be panicking too, or didn't know that he was in the call, or I don't know. Hello.
Hello.
Oh ho ho. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. I think your mic is perfectly balanced. Is this for real? Is this real life? All right.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, okay. My name is Harshith, and I'm a self-taught environment artist from India. Yeah, I have been into 3D since past 2019, I think. Yeah, and yeah, that's it. I'm studying the bachelor's of multimedia right now in final year.
Nice. Nice. Well, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Um,
me too.
let's just like dive in here. So we've got four things we can look at, and we'll start with the first one. This nature reclaim. It's always a fun
Yeah.
topic. Do you want to talk about this scene and like what your goals were with it?
Yeah, actually, my goal for this project is basically lighting and composition with an Unreal Engine. Yeah, I practice the lighting and composition thing.
Hmm? Let me turn my
Yeah,
camera off
that's the
here.
main thing.
Yeah, there's a really nice attention to detail with this. Like just on the
Mhm.
ground alone, you can see like all the little anyway clovers and the flowers, and then even in the booth, having some of the trash that's like built up in the middle.
Yeah,
So this is a year ago. How long had you been using or like doing 3D at that point?
yeah. At that point, I think yeah, it's the second year. I think this is the second environment I made in Unreal Engine. First one is I
Oh,
made for Leads and Artstation. Leads and Decagon challenges there, right? Post apocalypse challenge.
hmm,
That's my first one, and this is my second environment in Unreal.
right.
Yeah, 2 years I think. two
Yeah,
years I
yeah,
learned
dude. This is yeah,
from.
it's cool. So I'm
Yeah.
noticing. So in chat, they're asking, are telephones the next big thing after hand drills? Telephone booths, man.
Uh-huh.
They're like fire hydrants.
Yeah, definitely.
Everyone wants to build them. I mean, they lend themselves some really nice opportunities, right? Because you get a booth that's either metal or wood. It's painted. It's usually pretty aged, and then there's stuff around it like glass. Usually there's a glass paneling, and then inside it becomes really detailed with a really like old phone. So there's all these opportunities for storytelling, lots of
Yeah,
material variation. It's a really good asset actually for like pushing yourself. So,
yeah, yeah. Continue.
oh no, I was just gonna say like the thing that I think sticks out to me the most is the graffiti, and
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
it's just
from
how it
Yeah.
blends. Is there was there anything that you wanted to like update in this scene if you were able to go back? Because I'm not saying go back, but
Yeah, maybe I think the background, the buildings.
yeah.
Yeah, that's I think those are very too, they are done at last moment.
Oh right, yeah. Those were from the
Yeah,
Unreal Marketplace, right?
yeah. From Unreal Marketplace.
So is it
Yeah.
just the balancing of like the colors and the material like value and stuff, or is it just where they're placed?
Yeah, I mean, first at first I planned like the empty background without no
Yeah.
buildings, just the clear. Yeah, but I got little feedback that the focal point is going towards the empty point. So I placed the buildings in there
Yeah.
to get the focal point where I need. So that's what
Yeah, I think if they
I need.
weren't there, it would be
Uh,
much weaker.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, and it's planned last moment, like a week or before I post it in Artstation. So maybe if I planned it before, it will be,
Mm.
even more. So,
Yeah, I mean they don't. So there are some these dark areas that are on it, but honestly, I don't really notice them. I think just because
yeah,
the atmosphere that you have in there really pushes them back. Um,
yeah,
but yeah, if you inspect them really closely, you're like, okay, what's going on back there? What is that? Like, what is that a sign way up there? It looks like there's a sign.
yeah. Those are from the Artstation marketplace, the building
Mm,
set. So I placed the building and randomly here and there, here and there, here and there to populate the place.
yeah. No, I mean
Mm.
overall. So when we look at the ground, for example, um, the
Mm.
attention to detail with like the grass that goes in between the tiles is really cool. I love that you're thinking about
Yeah,
that type of information. I guess if I were to
yeah. I
say,
mean, yeah,
sorry, go ahead.
yeah. Nothing. Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. So the grass that's between them, the only thing I would say to make that stronger is to use it like a as a gradient. So like more of the grass is going to be on the edge, right? So like within the crevices, maybe the grass is as full as it is here, but it's all the way until here, and then it starts to kind of disperse and get smaller. And it's the same over here. Like you'd get grass that's coming in to all of the crevices, and then it kind of falls off as it gets further away from the
Mm.
grass. Then you'll get a much more like natural way for a natural look for how grass kind of gets into the crevices of things. But
Yeah, got it,
yeah,
got it.
okay. Let's see if we can't go back to because the next one you did is the sewer monster.
Yeah,
So it's a I altered the concept a little bit by adding even more story. I was responsible for the entire scene. I'm pretty happy with the result. Yeah, this what I really like about this scene is how consistent everything is. Everything seems to have about the same amount of detail, or it feels like it's got the same amount of detail, and that can be quite difficult sometimes to pull off. Oh wow, that is some blood, bro. That's So wait, is that over by the big? Am I seeing this right? Okay, I'm understanding where this is at now. The the little the AC arc welder thing. It feels really small, but maybe I'm just imagining that. I'm trying to figure out the scale because that's probably the only thing that really sticks out to me is the scale can feel a little off. Like these bars look really thick by
yeah. That's
comparison
what
to this.
the problem. Like,
Mm.
the scale is the main problem in this overall piece.
It's hidden pretty well. You have to like really look at it to pick up on that stuff. Because like the ladder that's on the side here helps with scale. That ladder looks
Yeah,
sketchy as hell, man. I would not want to like go down that thing. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great detail in here, and you've got like the little newspaper here to kind of tell a story. You're even giving it the resolution that's kind of needed to really look at it, which is really nice. Is the is this displaced? Is this displacement
no,
on the
no, no.
pipe?
It's actually a prop. Yeah, no, no, no.
Is it like parallaxed?
You're talking about the newspaper, right?
No, no, sorry. The rebar type material to the
Yeah, the
left of
rebar.
it.
That's the parallax. It's
Yeah,
in
that's
the
this
material.
is parallax occlusion mapping.
Yeah,
Okay.
parallax
Man,
occlusion. Yeah,
it's doing a pretty good job. It's like right on the edge of starting to stretch, but it's faking it really well. And it really looks good
yeah. The
here.
samples are, yeah, more increase. I think I increased the sample count something like 64 to 100 something. The max sample count.
that's And are
Yeah.
you are you blurring between the samples as well? Cuz
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh
I'm blurring
man.
between some temporarily. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, the temporal anti-aliasing node. Dude, that's
yeah, yeah,
that looks good, man. It's crunchy.
yeah,
The
yeah,
graffiti looks better in here as well. Like how it's integrated into the surfaces.
yeah, yeah. In this piece, I really
Oh, I may have
all
lost
the
you.
all those
Oh
the
no, there you
decals you're
are.
seeing, right? The leaks and
Mm.
yeah, the decals, yeah, worked on pretty well with the decals. All the leaks and grunges are decals itself placed by hand.
Yeah, it's kind of how you get that natural look, right?
Yeah,
You can do that with like a mask, but then being able to place some manually, you'll get a whole different like feeling from it.
yeah. I spent probably about like 2 weeks placing the decals itself.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds accurate. That sounds that sounds like I've
yeah,
yeah, at work before. It's been like, on previous jobs, you're like, oh yeah, I need to. We're gonna be doing a decal pass, and the whole team is doing decal work, and it's like a week or two of it.
yeah.
That's
It's
just
the most important process. It will
mm,
ultimately lift your our piece to the next level.
yeah, you get a lot
The
more
decal
detail out of
pass.
it.
Yeah, and not more natural also.
Oh, this is nice. These materials, like the trim sheet for all the pipes and cables.
Yeah,
And you got your set dressing assets just kind of laid out. This is good. I think
hmm
so. You see the so you've got the kind of cans and bottles and cups and stuff that are like props that you place. What
yeah,
it looks like in your preview is
yeah.
they're really close and clustered, but are they in the scene? It looks like they're pretty spread out. So is there more of them? Is there like a can you individually place when you
Yeah,
wanted to as well?
in the scene actually. Oh, no, no, no. For the scene, I made a blueprint, like a simple scattered blueprint.
Mm,
So it scatters all them across the place within the given range.
nice.
That's how I place it in the scene. Yeah,
Yeah, you get a lot of variety that way. Just gonna go up here and
yeah,
look at the video here. Yeah, the scale is really cool here. There's a few scale issues, right? Like we were saying, but there's some really nice effects. Oh man, this camera pan is brutal. I'll be honest, that camera pan's really rough because like it just your eye is trying to grab onto something and it
yeah, yeah,
can't.
yeah. I
Yeah.
do agree with that. The video is
Oh, I never saw the
yeah
guy that's in
looking
there.
kind of crap. Yeah, I intentionally put them in the the shade and the dark region.
Dude, that's dark, man. They're asking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
backpack
intentionally.
lods. Oh yeah, yeah. These things. So the LODs on these pop. I don't know how you override in Unreal to do it, but that's how we would do it if you were making a really nice video of your work. You can force the LODs to be LOD 0 and never switch, because you can see like
Yeah,
here you'll see the two crates switch LODs. Pop, pop, and you see it right
yeah,
there.
actually, yeah, yeah. I noticed it very lately.
Mm.
Mm.
But dude, this I really liked that scene. Oh yeah, you did I forgot about the monthly challenge with the sci-fi buoy.
Yeah, that was my first monthly challenge.
Yeah. Yeah, did you do it like I'm trying to remember
Yeah,
how long did it take you to do that? Did you take the whole month?
yeah. I exactly completed within a month. I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
within a month. Yeah, whole month. Yeah,
I'm just
I
noticing
think
that
it's April, right? Yeah,
the
yeah,
paint chipping is really cool. I think
yeah.
the
I
only
think at
thing that
the
really
same
pops to
time.
me. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think at the same time you were, you know, doing the materials for your alien scene. the same effect with the rust effect, chipping effect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh man,
yeah, it's the same time, right? Yeah, I got inspired from that and did this.
dude, that whole phase of the Alien project where I was just sitting in shaders all day. It was like,
Yeah, yeah, at the same time, yeah.
it was brain melting. But we had Ben
And I
Wilson
learned a
helping
lot of
us
new
out.
things from those streams.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm happy to hear
yeah,
that because man, it felt like I was going through like the grinder every time, meat grinder. But
yeah,
I learned
it
a
was
lot
really
as
fun.
well.
Yeah, yeah, me
um
too.
so
Yeah,
I I think with this scene, the only thing that really like makes me go, "Oh, we should have commented on that while you were doing the challenge so that way you could try and address it." Is how the buoy is sitting in the water and it doesn't seem to be affected by the water, or like you know how like water will get like kind of darker or lighter foaminess around, at least in games it can kind of
yeah,
look like that, just to help connect the water to the object. I think that would have helped
yeah,
quite a
yeah,
bit.
yeah. I got it. I got it. Now I got it.
uh but
Yeah,
yeah, I mean maybe the buoy being in different rotations. Oh, I didn't even realize this one says 84 and this one says 85. That's a nice detail.
yeah. That was placed by manually. Yeah,
Yeah,
those, yeah,
it is easier to do it that way
mm,
than to bake out an entirely new
yeah,
texture.
yeah, definitely. And gives us way more control to place wherever we need.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the ones that are in the back, I would just rotate those so they're not all facing the same. Like you know how you see the circle? You see it almost in the same
Yeah,
spot. If you're able to rotate these freely and the top piece was like set to like stay at the same angle vector, that'd be really cool because then you could rotate it
mm,
whichever way
yeah,
you need.
that would be good. Yeah,
Is it intentional that you wanted to space them out evenly from each other?
yeah. Intention by intention, like spacing them.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess it would be. I'd be curious to see like the logic behind like how they're all spaced out in the ocean, but of course it's just a scene, right? So it's not really like that. Um, but yeah, no, this
yeah,
one turned out pretty cool. I think there's some nice detail in here as well as like the roughness difference between the paint and the red paint, and the aging is really nice. It's just that contact with the water. That's like the only thing that really like sticks out to me.
yeah,
Yeah, some nice details in here. Oh, this is cool. This is nice that you're breaking down like what's going on here.
yeah. Actually, I opted a quite different method for texturing this particular asset
Hmm.
than the others. So I thought of making a little breakdown would be helpful.
Yeah, it's really cool. Because I
Yeah,
mean, people are gonna be someone's gonna look and they're gonna be like, "Wait, how's that? How did he do that? Or what is that? Like, is it all one
yeah,
texture? How's the masks work? All that stuff." So it's cool that you're showing this way of doing things. So it looks like you're using the channel vertex painting to switch between materials.
yeah, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, cool, awesome. Okay, what do we? And then your most recent one for the challenge, the Artstation challenge.
Yeah, the
Oh
main one.
man, I don't think I saw the final. This looks really good, man.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Like even the details on the pillar, the dragon on the wall here, and the addition of all those really like the smaller props really locks in the scale. You instantly know
Yeah, I would.
like how big the space is.
Yeah, I would really thank you for you know giving the feedback for all these things.
Yeah, for that like, oh, you should add some pots in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. You made it possible, right? Yeah. Actually, I just left the empty space area. Then you suggested me to add, the little pots, all those empty areas,
Man, even on the
fill those empty.
stairs, it it's interesting because putting it on the left side here, like really lets you know that there's a flat spot there before it turns into steps again.
Yeah,
You don't really catch on to that even though you see this edge here, you don't really see it. But with the pots there, all of a sudden you're like, oh, well, if there's
yeah,
if there's
yeah,
that many pots like put right there, that must be a wider spot. Oh,
yeah,
this is super cool. The door turned out pretty interesting as well. Man, that's a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
dead people.
Actually, I just randomly placed everyone here and there in the empty places to fill out the places.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like we're gonna. This place needs to get filled out. Bring in more bodies. Like we're gonna need.
Exactly. I just made a little spawner blueprint which spawns the dead bodies within the count here
No
and there, here
way.
and there.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
That is awesome.
I think
Awesome.
I linked on the breakdown as well of the blueprint, on the bottom.
Oh, really? Oh, dude, awesome.
Yeah,
Dude, I need to dig into blueprints. I have not even like touched them nearly enough. So is it just a
yeah,
blueprint that switches between uh, orientations of them, or you're literally giving it? It's just randomly scattering.
yeah. With the as we increase the random seed, it scatters randomly. Yeah, you can see the video. Right?
Oh, that's really interesting. Oh, there's a question in chat about the dragon as a decal. Did you paint that, or was it like, did you find like an image that you could use for it?
Yeah, yeah. I found an image online. Bring it into
Mm-hmm.
Photoshop, turn it into alpha, slap it
Mm-hmm.
to the wall. Yeah, that's it. Actually, I thought of painting, a dragon completely from the scratch, but
Yeah.
my drawing skills are not much great. So I drew in
Dude, I
the
know how you feel.
you see in progress, right? The dragon I drew, first
Yeah,
one.
it in the
Yeah,
images
in the
it
progress
changes
video.
a lot. Let me see
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
And you even have like dragons on the pillars at some point.
yeah. That was painted by the mask,
Mm.
in Substance Painter.
But yeah, the one on the wall, the final result, and like keeping it focused on just the wall, it's like framed so well.
Yeah,
Oh, there's another question about the dragon. So it's more about like how that would work in a studio setting. So if I needed a dragon on this wall, likely it would go to concept art, and they would paint a dragon, and then we would either do it through a decal. I think at this scale, you'd probably do it with a decal, maybe a mesh decal. Um, yeah, but yeah, it would go to concept art, so you would expect something crazy
yeah,
because concept artists are insane.
yeah. Those are the guys.
Dude, this is really cool, man. This turned out really, really nice.
Yeah, thank you. All possible by your feedback itself.
Well, I mean, I can give you feedback all day, but if you don't execute, your own like understanding
Yeah,
of what I'm saying and turn it into something, it doesn't
yeah,
help at
exactly.
all.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, it's really cool. Oh, I found something. Okay, I can talk about this. So the guy that's like spiked on the wall with the sword feels
Yeah,
like he's not like maybe it's because he doesn't have shadows. I don't know what's going on, but it feels strange. Do you know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah. I too feel strange. What I'm thinking was, it's a sword sticking into, the stone wall.
Hmm.
In that way, I'm feeling, it's kind of strange, a bit odd by looking it.
I think it can. So I think it can be there. It's more about
Okay.
like the way it's rendered. Like it doesn't feel like there's
Yeah.
shadows, right, that are
Yeah,
helping ground
exactly.
it
I
to
don't
the.
know
Yeah.
why, but yeah, yeah. I don't know why exactly it happened. Yeah, but I
Mm.
also, I can't see any shadows in there.
Yeah. I
Maybe
don't. I
because
don't
I'm
have no
using,
idea. Is it Lumen?
yeah, I'm not. No, no, no. It's 4.26.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, actually, I'm working on my, potato laptop. It can't handle Unreal Engine 5. It
Yeah.
barely handles 4.26 itself.
Oh man, dude, this is impressive
Yeah,
then for what you're pulling off.
yeah, yeah. Only when I, plug in my charger, it will run smoothly at 60 FPS. Otherwise, it drops to 20 if I
Oh
remove
my
my charger.
god,
Yeah,
brutal. Oh, it's brutal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally
it
like
looks like it's
working on.
not casting shadows.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah. Because I think it's mainly because I'm using, I'm not using directional light. I'm using, giant spotlights
mm,
over there. I think that's the reason why it's not casting the shadows.
that's
It's not
really
the direction
interesting.
lights.
Yeah.
It's a giant spotlight. Three giant spotlights in the three places.
That's also another interesting image to see from time to time is like when you have an environment to show a render of where all the lights are that you'd placed. Because it's always interesting to see it where people decide to place their lights.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, maybe I
But
will include it in the
dude,
future.
this looks great. It's like there's definitely like a progress that you see in the quality of
Yeah,
your work. Is there what are you planning next? Like what's on your radar?
yeah. Uh, currently I'm working on Victorian Street, like Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah. This time I'm totally concentrating on procedural
Hmm.
stuff like one click. I'm working on the blueprint stuff for the storefronts and the buildings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so you can get a lot
that's
of variation quickly.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Within one click itself, so I can populate two or three
Hmm.
streets quickly.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
that's what I'm
So
uh,
you're liking the
currently
technical
working on
stuff
those
quite a
two.
bit.
Yeah, not exactly technically. Yeah, I would love to create the walls like placing
Yeah,
stuff like a level designer,
yeah,
but also curious to the problem solving and math stuff. So that's what brought me into technical stuff.
right.
I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
I
interesting,
love to do yeah, I love to do the problem solving and all the math stuff. So
man.
yeah,
That's all this industry is problem solving.
yeah,
You're coming
yeah,
into
that's
work.
what it.
There's a big problem. Okay, what are we doing?
Yeah,
How do we solve this?
yeah, definitely.
Well, cool. Did
Mm,
you have any questions for
yeah,
me?
okay. Yeah, yeah. Question, not exactly a question, like an opinion.
Hmm.
Currently, I already said right. I'm currently studying my final year of my bachelor's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, what I'm thinking to do is starting a junior position, to get into industry.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Like, wait until I complete my bachelor's, or can I start applying right now? So,
How long do you have left in your bachelor's?
yeah, I think 1 year exactly. By next year, August, I think I may complete it. Yeah, by next year, August.
Yeah. Is it
Yeah,
easier to work on art while you're going to school? Like, do you
yeah,
feel like you have
actually,
more time to do art?
it's running very slow. Like, 1.5 hour a day and 5 days a week, the school itself.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, if
Yeah,
that's the
and
case, I would use that year of school to have that time to actually build more portfolio stuff. Because like
okay,
I I would say that the stuff that's in here already is looking like you're on approach to junior really easily.
okay,
And if you were to have another year and have like one or two
yeah,
more scenes in here or three, I don't know how long like what you would do in a year's worth of time. But I think by then
okay,
it should be pretty obvious that you should be getting into the industry because the
yeah,
quality
okay,
is just
cool.
going up, which is really nice, and your attention to detail is really nice. I would say you
Okay,
could do
yeah,
freelance
thank you.
stuff while you're in school, but I also
Yeah,
would advise on being careful, um, like not over like side hustling, if that makes sense. Like, don't overcommit yourself just
yeah,
because you can, because that just man, you
yeah,
get
I got
tired fast.
yeah, yeah, I got it, I got it. Yeah, maybe I will, start developing my portfolio while I'm in the school itself.
Mm.
So yeah, it will be better after completing. So
But yeah,
yeah,
yeah, that
got
was
it, I
kind
got
of
it.
how I felt about my school. Like I was like, oh man, I think I was in
Yeah,
school for 4 years, and by that
okay,
third year, I was kind of like, I'm not really feeling this anymore, and I'm not really learning much from it. But I did get more connections and meet more people because I stayed, And then I was kind of like, okay, I've already been here for 3 years. I might as well just finish it. So that's
Yeah.
kind of where my
Yeah.
brain was.
Hmm.
But yeah, we all learn differently as well. So being surrounded by people is
Yeah.
how I learn best.
Yeah. Maybe I will stick to it. Yeah. Okay.
But did you have any other questions before we jump out of here?
Yeah. One more question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I need to remove any of the pieces, like the weakest one, or can I keep it all four?
So honestly, I think the monthly challenge one is the weakest one of all of these, just because it's a single prop and
Yeah.
the water edge thing. The rest are quite high
o-
quality. No, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing. Nothing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think that was it. Like if you wanted to remove something, I would remove the monthly challenge, but you can also keep it there. It's up to you.
Yeah.
That's I would say that's the
Yeah.
weakest of the four though currently.
Yeah. Maybe I will leave it for now. So
Mm.
let's see
I
in
think it
future.
has a lot to do with what it was to build though. You know what I mean? Like this challenge was a
Yeah.
single asset, whereas like these are full on like scenes. So
Yeah.
they don't really match each other. I think is why I feel that way.
y- Yeah. Okay.
But
Yeah. Maybe I will.
dude,
Yeah.
these are these scenes are pretty nice, man.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank you.
really
Thank
happy
you.
with your challenge, your recent challenge post. It's
Yeah.
super cool.
Actually, I tried to, get the look and feel of games like, Tomb Raider and Elden
Mm,
Ring. Uh,
yes, awesome.
yeah.
Cool. Okay, well, I think we're gonna jump out of here,
Yeah.
and
Thank you for your time.
I'll go to the next one. Yeah, no problem, man. It's good to meet you as well. Was it Harshith?
Yeah, you can. Harshit. It's Harshit.
Harshith. Okay, cool. Nice to
Yeah.
meet you, man.
Yeah. Thank you. Same here.
Yeah, I'll see you in the
Bye bye.
Discord. I'll see ya. Dope. Dopeness.